motor's running. I just rebuilt the carburetor. I replaced the fuel lines, new fuel line hose clamps. It's got the squeeze clamps on the fuel pump. Before, it used to have zip ties. I don't know who thought about zip ties, but they use zip ties. I cleaned the bowl and the fuel filter. I plugged everything in. I went to crank it with the pull start, and I broke the sheath starter, which is this piece. It's half of one. The other half's still on the pull start assembly up here. This piece. A new one, a new plastic disc, guys, worth about $50-55 plus shipping. A used pull start assembly, the whole kit and caboodle, just drop it in and bolt it on, is $35. The problem with a 38-year-old outboard is new parts are hard to come by. New used parts are a gamble. So I might just buy the $50 sheath starter. I have new pull start rope coming in, so that will be new. The starter assembly, the pull start assembly, it will be replaced. Let's see, the electric start section of the project has been on hold because of the quarantine. The replacement starter won't come in until mid-May. And that's the early estimate from Amazon, mid-May, because it's not a essential item. So yeah, this is a real quick update on this project. It's April 25th. It's Saturday the 25th. Yeah, Saturday the 25th. Oh my God. So I'm gonna show you how it starts. Well, I've been starting it. The first time I cranked it up, to get it going, I had to use my 19mm socket on my DeWalt drill because I had just mounted the carburetor. It took a while for it to fill up and get everything where it's supposed to be, and it wouldn't work right. I mean, it won't work right away. So here we go. I didn't catch that. Take two. You put it in this side. See if it seats. Well, it's seated. Awesome sauce. Okay. And voila. She runs. She feeds really well. Here, I'll show you guys. She feeds really well. She had the lower unit serviced. I serviced it about 4 months ago. I replaced the impeller. I've been running it every other weekend. I take it down to the boat ramp whenever I get away. These two leads right here are for the electric start outboard. I mean, motor that is missing because it went bad. It's on the boat. So if I ever decide to sell it, which I'm thinking about doing, whoever buys the boat, I mean the outboard, will have to wire in his own starter. But yeah, so let me turn it off. Let me show it to you guys running again. This would be great if I had a replacement full start, but I don't, so I gotta wait. All this quarantine nonsense has got everyone, and I understand the reason why, but the quarantine has got Amazon and a tizzy. So actually never mows the lawn by the time I start filming. He actually starts doing it. So yeah, the next step for the outboard is gonna be either I'm gonna have to replace the full start assembly because I can't take it out of the water without that. I can take it out of the water without the electric start component, which is the starter at this point. I can wait until mid-May for that to come in. Unless I find one that's about as expensive as the one I ordered. I have on order because it hasn't shipped yet. Therefore, I haven't been charged yet. So I can cancel that order and see if I can find one that is available sooner. The next thing I might do is replace the fuel line coming from the tank to the outboard. It's older. I'm not sure how old exactly. I'm not sure if they ever used ethanol fuel in the tank. Ethanol eats the plastic liners in the fuel lines, so I'm concerned about that causing damage to my freshly rebuilt carburetor. I saw a 6-gallon tank just like this one, well, not just like this one, a little bit taller tank, a little narrower, that should fit nicer in the cavity where this tank is sitting. I intend on doing a video on a platform that I'll be putting at the bow of the boat for possibly storing either the fuel tank or storing a cooler that I have for the boat, so that way all that stuff and all my fishing gear will be stowed in the front, leaving the center section open for me to walk on. I also want to redo the bunks on the trailer. So there are a lot of little projects I want to get done on this boat. I also want to sand it, paint it, make it look pretty. And by pretty I mean make it look nicer than it looks now. I'm not really concerned into aesthetics. I'm more of a functionality kind of guy, so I really don't care what the outboard looks like as long as it runs. It doesn't need to be stranded. I've seen guys with beautiful brand new outboards and they end up adrift. I've been left adrift by that outboard before. It's not nice to have to sit, it's not great to have to wade through alligator and water snake infested water to try to get your boat back to the boat ramp. No bueno. I do have I think it's a 35-pound thrust trolling motor. It was bow mounted, but I've used the location for it for my fog lights, so that needs to be addressed. I might have to make a secondary mount in the transom for it where I can raise it. I have a tiller extension on order for the outboard because I don't want to be I don't like sitting sideways and twisted. I would rather have an extra long tiller and sit more forward facing, especially when I have the kids on the boat with me, so I can actually see what's going on with them. Other than that, that's all I've been doing is working on the boat on weekends and getting stuff done. Thank you for watching Leo Builds It. Please comment, like, and subscribe.